guys, and welcome back to another episode of Smallville. Today we are hopping into the 8th episode of the 2nd season called Ryan. And I do apologize if this seems darker than normal. I've been playing with the settings and I can't seem to get it much brighter than it is now. And I do apologize if it does seem darker. And I might be going crazy, and it's actually the same as it normally is as I'm recording this. It's a 50-50 shot that I'm going crazy at this point. But if it does seem darker, I do apologize, but I am recording a couple videos, so the next couple episodes, it may seem dark, or I may be going crazy. Either one is a good probability. So last time we finally got a good episode. The first, 4 episodes were really, really good. And then, I don't know, there was a little bit of a skid in there. But we finally got back to a good episode with Lineage. We got to go back and look at what happened in the past about when Clark was adopted and how Lionel was involved and why Jonathan hates the Luthers and hates Lex as an extension of being a Luthor with Lionel. He also found out that Lionel is a bastard, but we already knew that, but he actually has a illegitimate son out there who he said that Lucas had died, but he pulled out a locket and said he's still alive. So so you glorious bastard, come on Lionel, what are you doing? But it's really interesting. This show is actually at its best when there's actually no superheroing or no meteor freaks. It's so good when it's just focused on the Kents and the Luthers and their family dynamics and talking about just normal, not normal things, because illegitimate son's not normal, but they're in real world situations, like a tornado and things like that, and a crazy woman coming back claiming to be his mom. So it's just everything, is just so much better when it's focused on non-superhero things and not really having a meteor freak. So I find that really interesting that those are kind of the best episodes. But yeah, so that was Lineage. That was last time. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better episodes so far in the entire series. So, but this is Ryan. I remember Ryan from the first season where he could read minds, and he went to go live with his aunt afterwards, and Clark ended up being the perfect older brother. I loved his relationship with Ryan, so I'm really excited to see Ryan again. But if you want to see my full reaction to this episode, you can head on over to my Patreon page, or you can hang out right here, whichever you want to do. Just make sure if you are here on YouTube, you like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, we are hopping into the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Smallville, Ryan. Let's go. They run experiments on this kid? Yeah, he was living with his aunt, right? Is his nose bleeding? Guys, come on, he's just a kid. Oh, smart. Now he's out of the room. Now run, Ryan. Get out of there, Ryan. Let's go. Let's go. You're alone. Get out of there. Yeah, Ryan. Go, 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 go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go, 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 go. Yes. All right. All right. Come on. Martha, answer it. Answer it. Clark, answer it. Let's go. Come on. Damn. He's a kid. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. It's a good thing Ryan remembered the Clark's number. Because I don't think I don't know anybody's number outside of I think my parents and my siblings. Outside of them, I don't think I know anybody's phone number. I don't think anybody knows phone numbers anymore. They're already all programmed into your phone already. So it's a good thing he remembered. Damn.
Just keep thinking I missed something. I know Ryan means a lot to you, Clark. You gotta cut yourself some slack.
Yeah.
Second guessing isn't gonna help.
Summerholt Neurological Institute, but it's not in Edge City, it's in Metropolis. Summerholt is strictly a research facility. Why would Ryan be in lockdown in a place that specializes in super esoteric brain research?
Well, you see, he can read minds.
You want a bribe?
Yeah.
I never said that.
You didn't have to, dude.
But we should learn how business gets done next. Call this man. He'll explain how things work.
He's not gonna play ball, man. You don't blackmail Lex Luthor, dude.
It'll be a long drive.
Oh, we moving?
Bean's taking a job in Metropolis.
We moving.
Wants us to move with it.
Okay.
I can't believe you agreed to do this without even asking me.
Yeah, that's
I know it's
it's
difficult to imagine what
yeah, that's not right. She needed to ask Lana because yes, Lana's a minor, but she's what 16 now, and she owns a business, and this is her home, and yeah, that wasn't right of her to agree without talking to her about it.
cool and my friend.
Exactly.
Not to mention the talent.
All great points I just mentioned.
I want to go to Metropolis and check it out.
Police have already been there and there was no sign of Ryan.
Dad, Ryan's like a little brother to me.
Yeah.
If something happened to him, I'd never be able to forgive myself.
But I understand there's a proper way to do this, but he can definitely just go in there and rip Ryan away. Looks so sad and vulnerable.
We're looking for our friend Ryan James. There's been some sort of mistake. We're strictly a research facility. I know he's here. Wish I could help you, but your friend isn't here.
They could cover their tracks, that's for sure. Ah, there we go. Go restricted. There he is. Oh.
Get you out of here.
Oh, look at him.
You come from me, Clark.
Is she just leaving?
Yeah.
She took me to all kinds of doctors, but no one seemed to know what the problem was. Those were becoming too much for her to handle. Then Dr. Gardner showed up and paid for my care.
Yeah. I was wondering how he ended up there, but it's gotta be tough. I mean, his aunt was just in a really tough situation. I don't know what I would do.
They were treating
We're
me.
holding him there for observation.
Clark, why did you break him out if they were only keeping him there for observation?
They're treating him like a lab rat. I didn't think this through. I saw him hooked up to those wires. I had to do something.
So you staged a one-man prison break?
Yep, basically.
How did you manage to get him out without anybody stopping you?
I'm very stealth.
It's lucky, I guess. You're the luckiest guy I've ever met.
Right? Come on, Clark. You gotta get better at these lies, man.
For tomorrow.
You in trouble.
Ryan, I don't know how you got him out of Summerhold, but if he's not here by 9 a.m., federal marshals will be crawling all over this place, and your life is going under the microscope.
Please don't be mad at Clark. He's trying to help me.
Already up to read minds again.
Clark did go about this the wrong way.
Yeah, he did.
We don't have a choice but to give you back.
There's gotta be another option, but he did not do this the right way. I agree.
Dr. Garner's agreed to drop the kidnapping charges if you turn over the boy.
No.
Can't you see he doesn't want to go with you?
That's right, Jonathan. You tell him.
Ethan, please.
His hands are tied, unfortunately.
Before you do anything, take a look at this.
Ah, Lex to the rescue. Lex to the rescue.
Has custody of Ryan until the situation can be resolved.
Ha ha.
Roadblock? You go ahead. But I have a countersuit ready to be filed. Metropolis DA is very interested in looking into Summerhold's research practices, especially involving minors held under duress.
Yes.
Your move, Doc.
Ha ha. Checkmated your ass. Lex is the absolute best. Yay, party.
I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, me too.
He's so cute.
You knew about this whole time, didn't you?
Half a block away. He knows your secret.
I know, I told him.
Did you know he's all stressed out about it? He's worried that one day you'll slip up and tell someone.
That's a real fear.
Lana's moving to Metropolis.
I mean, obviously not.
Yeah, he's just such a good kid. Seems like life's always kicking in the teeth. Well, I know things aren't as solid between us as they used to be, but I'm still here for you.
Nell and Dean are moving to Metropolis. I'm supposed to go in. I feel like a piece of luggage. Nell and Dean want to throw in the trunk as they drive off to their new life.
That's understandable. I get that.
Don't go to Metropolis.
What? You gonna kidnap me too?
Maybe.
You shouldn't be able to dictate your life without your input. If moving doesn't feel right, don't go.
I don't want to be a problem.
You are a gift. My Clark.
Facts. Ryan, you're awesome. I love you.
I know your secret. Why don't you tell Mr. Kent and Clark? They don't want to know.
I will. Time is right.
Why do you like Warrior Angel so much?
Helped me through some tough times when I was younger.
After your mom died?
How did you know that?
Ryan, come on. Be more selective.
Clark told me.
Okay, that's a good lie.
Grow up. You learn that not everything's black and white.
Yeah,
So
true.
all you see is shades of gray?
Basically, yeah.
Sometimes you have to get your hands dirty, make compromises.
That's what your father told you. That doesn't mean it's right.
You or I have a remarkably intuitive or
No, 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 no. Ryan. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ryan.
A floating fortress where he can get away from his troubles on Earth.
It's like something everybody should have. You should let the floating part go. I just don't fear flying.
There's a tumor in my head, Clark.
No.
I'll tell the doctors.
They know.
He's crying.
I'm dying, Clark.
Oh. Not Ryan.
And no one can save me.
It's so sad.
Son, the tumor is growing at an accelerated rate. The doctors think it's probably due to the experiments that were done on Ryan and Summerhold.
God damn it.
I can't help kind of hero is that?
Thing is beyond even your abilities, son.
Yeah, that would be so hard when you have all these abilities and yet you can't save someone really important to you. It's beyond your control. Like, you're so used to being able to fix everything, you just can't fix this.
Ryan is unnervingly insightful. I think he may be able to read people's minds.
Are you even interested in helping Ryan? Or just exploiting it too?
I just spent 3 hours on the phone tracking this doctor down. What do you think? When my mother got sick, I spent all my time researching the best doctors and treatments. I wasn't at her side when she passed, Clark.
Damn.
Don't make the same mistake I did.
This is such a sad episode.
He believed it was a hero's sacred duty to protect those weaker than himself. Bellicus thought he was naive and vowed to destroy him and everything he stood for.
Okay, show, you're a little bit on the nose here with this comic book warrior angel. Come on, man.
In life, the road to darkness is a journey, not a light switch.
Which is what this series is.
You should remember that, Lex.
Friend, I swear to sick. Would you take a look at these scans? Where's your friend now?
Where does he think he came from? Because he ran there. So he didn't have a car. I guess he took the plane to Smallville, I guess? But how does he think he got there? Like, you'd think he'd have a car, they'd be like, how'd we get here?
Ryan isn't necessarily out of the woods yet.
I know it's no guarantee, but I think it's gonna work. I have a great feeling about it.
Churchill said America is like a giant boiler. Light a fire under it, and there's no limit to the amount of heat it can generate. If you start a fire, Mayor Tate, you better be prepared to deal with the flames.
He's so good. Rosamond was so good at this. Damn, I love Lex. I don't want to see him go bad.
Chloe and her dad have offered to let me stay with them until I finish high school. But
Joyce? That's gonna be awkward?
Are you and Chloe's roommates?
did you ever see that coming?
Nope.
Not in a million years.
But maybe now you can give your telescope to Ryan.
Ouch. They're so cute right now. Yeah, it didn't work.
The doctor said you bought me a few extra days. I want to spend that time with my friend.
Damn, this...
I thought you were afraid of flying.
I want to have you here to protect me.
Changed my life. You're gonna change a lot of people's lives, Clark.
Yeah, it's very true.
Promise me you'll never give up?
Promise.
This whole thing just sucks. Damn it, Ryan. More like damn it, show. Like, God. Alright, we'll go and we'll talk about this episode. Well, that was the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Smallville, Ryan. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that that was the saddest episode yet. We got to see Ryan again, but unfortunately he was being experimented on, and that caused his tumor to accelerate at an alarmingly fast rate. So he was gonna die. Like, that just... Oh, it sucks, because I love Ryan. And you remembered Ryan from the first season, and this is like the first time that they brought back a character that we've seen before, and I loved Ryan, and I loved Ryan and Clark's relationship in the first episode, and they did carry that over, and I just love seeing Clark and the big brother role that he plays. It's so good, and Tom does such a good job about playing like that big brother role, especially when it comes to interacting with kids and things like that. But man, like, this whole thing just sucks. That because of the experiments and things, he has this tumor, which is the reason he could read minds, is because of this tumor, and it killed him, which really, really just, the whole thing sucks. But I think it's a good lesson for Clark that he needs to learn, is that sometimes, you know, despite all your abilities, sometimes you can't save everybody. And I think this is the first person he hasn't been able to save. That it was just beyond his control. Even with all of his abilities, he couldn't do anything. And it's probably the first time he ever felt truly helpless. Because there's nothing he could do. You know, he's going to be Superman, and yet, you know, he can't save this little boy. And it was so sad. Like, I don't know what else to say besides it's sad and it sucks. Like, I did like, Lex was awesome in this episode. Not only did he come to the rescue with his lawyers and everything, with getting custody of Ryan, or, you know, whatever he was doing with his lawyers and stuff, but that was so badass, and I loved it. Him not being, you know, oh God, I'm trying to think of what the words are. Not being a pushover. with the mayor guy, and you knew he wasn't gonna play along. Like he was gonna play hardball, and he was not gonna play around and be pushed around by this mayor guy. And just his whole speech at the end. He did a couple speeches with like Pearl Harbor, and talking about how you light a fire under America, and there's there's a lot of heat that can be generated off of it. Just like, okay, well, you know what, like, basically come at me and see what I can do. Basically what he was trying to do there. And so good. And of course they were telegraphing the future of Lex and Clark and the Warrior Angel, and I forget the villain's name, but like they were best friends to start off with, and then eventually they ended up becoming enemies, mortal enemies at the end. And of course, it's telegraphing what's going to happen. And it was a great line with Ryan when he said that, evil is, or no, it was Lex that said it, but like evil is, it's a journey. It doesn't, come up with a switch. So it's going to be really, really fun to see Lex go in the direction of the ultimate villain, and Clark going in the direction of the ultimate hero. So, that's the best part of this show. Like, seriously, this show is at its best with what it did this time. There was no Clana drama. There was no media freak of the week, even though Ryan was the victim. But you know what I mean? It's like, no, these are real problems in real life. And we focused on the Kents and the Luthers. And it's a natural thing and a real world scenario that they were placed in, and there was no real supermaning or superheroing. It was literally just Clark dealing with a natural thing that he cannot control. And like I said earlier, that's definitely a thing he needs to learn, and it's a hard lesson, but it was a good one to learn. And I'm really, really sad to see Ryan go. So this episode, I really, really loved it, even though it was incredibly sad. I'm going to go with a 9. I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10 on this episode. We had, at the very end, we had Clark wearing the blue jacket and red shirt. So we are up to 2 on the reverse Sudo Suit in this episode for the tally board. And of course, we have another hospital visit because, of course, Ryan was in the hospital. So we are now up to 18 so far in this series. So if you want to see my full reaction, you can head on over to my Patreon page. If not, that's cool. Stay right here. Just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next episode.